Good morning, children. In the previous class, we learned what is the quadratic equation, how to find the roots of the quadratic equation by different methods, by quadratic formula, by using the factorization method, trial and error method. You see here, already you know ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. A not equal to 0. A comma b comma c is belongs to real or complex numbers. Now today we will discuss nature of the roots. Today we will discuss about the nature of the roots. Previously in previous class we learned how to find out the roots of the quadratic equation. Today we learn nature of the roots. That means what way you will get the roots, then you will get the rational roots or irrational roots or imaginary roots. How to find out the nature of the, then mainly by using the discriminant of the quadratic equation. See nature of the roots, nature of the roots. Here main term, then delta is equal to, it is discriminant, it is denoted by delta, that is equal to b square minus 4ac. We will take by for finding the nature of the roots, delta is equal to b square minus 4ac only. We will see what is the quadratic formula to find the quadratic equation. Minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. You see, based on this only the nature of the roots will decide. Based on that only the nature of the roots will be decided. For example, x square plus x plus minus 4. X square plus x minus 4 is equal to 0. By using quadratic formula, you will see a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, c is equal to minus 4. By using the factorization method, it is very difficult to find out. Now you will see minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Minus 1 plus or minus 1 plus 16 by 2. That is equal to minus 1 plus or minus root 17 by 2. That means based on this value only whether you will get the rational root or irrational root or imaginary root. Instead of solving every time the total solution of the problem, by using the discriminant we can find the nature of the roots. We are unable to find the root value, but we are finding the what type of roots by using the discriminant. By using this one, it's whether it is a what type of, whether it is a rational root or irrational root or imaginary root. Then only by using the discriminant, it is denoted by delta, then b square minus 4ac. In this we have the three cases. Delta is greater, discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac. Then here a discriminant is greater than 0. In this we have the three cases. Discriminant is greater than 0. Other case discriminant is equal to 0. In other case discriminant is less than 0. Means b square minus 4ac value may greater than 0 or equal to 0 or less than 0. Now we will discuss. Then if discriminant is greater than 0, what type of roots you will get? Discriminant is equal to 0, what type of roots you will get? Discriminant is less than 0, what type of roots you will get? And also we will throw the graphically also we will learn now. You will see in this case 1 discriminant is greater than 0. In this two conditions, we have the two conditions. Anyway discriminant is greater than 0, roots you will get real and distinct. What type of roots you will get? Real and distinct. For discriminant is greater than 0, real and distinct. In this first condition, if it is a perfect square, if delta is greater than 0, that is nothing but a discriminant is greater than 0 and it is a perfect square, the roots will be real and rational. What type of roots you will get? Real and rational. Delta is greater than 0 and it is a perfect square, then you will get the real and rational. Then if it is not a perfect square, delta is just greater than 0, is not a perfect square, then you will get the roots are irrational. What type of roots you will get? Irrational roots. That is that irrational means conjugate sets you will get. What type of roots you will get? Conjugate sets only. Irrational in that conjugate sets. That means the roots in the form of a plus root b comma a minus root b. A plus root b comma a minus root b. For example, you check x square plus x minus 4 is equal to 0. Previously we took the example x square plus x minus 4 is equal to 0. Then if a is equal to 1 here, b is equal to 1, c is equal to minus 4. b square minus 4ac will take 1 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 1. 1 plus 16, that is equal to 17 is greater than 0. Then 17 is greater than 0 and it is not a perfect square. Then what type of roots you will get? A plus root b and a minus root b in the form you will get, that is a irrational conjugate sets. Irrational roots, that is only called conjugate sets. The roots are in the form of a plus root b and a minus root b. We will check now with example. Minus 1 plus or minus under root, our discriminant value is root 17 by 2a is 2. Minus 1 plus root 17 by 2 comma minus 1 minus root 17 by 2. Based on the discriminant, we can say the what type of root. This is not a perfect square, then roots are irrational, that is a conjugate sets. The roots are in the form of a plus root b and a minus root b. That is an example. Already perfect square, real and rational, previously we done the problem in a example x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now we will go for the next example. Next one, discriminant is equal to 0. Discriminant is equal to 0 means b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. The roots are real and equal. What you will get? Roots are real and equal. Discriminant is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. For example, you will see x square minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. X square minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. Then what you will get? Minus b square minus 4ac, that is equal to minus 4 square into minus 4 into 1 into 4. That is equal to minus 4 square is plus 16, minus 16 is equal to 0. Discriminant is equal to, you are getting 0, then roots are real and equal, you will see double root. Then x square minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. X square minus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. 4x I divided into 2x and 2x. Minus 4x I expanded as a minus 2x and minus 2x. X common, x minus 2 common, x minus 2, that is equal to 0. X minus 2 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. Then x minus 2 is equal to 0, and same way x minus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to 2, x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2 and x is equal to 2. You see, discriminant is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. Discriminant is less than 0 means the roots are imaginary, then roots are imaginary. The discriminant is equal less than 0, the roots are imaginary, that means it's not a real. And so you will see x square plus x plus 8 is equal to 0. We'll take the example x square plus x plus 8 is equal to 0. Then by factorization method, very difficult. Then imagine the roots, you will see minus 1 plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a by using quadratic formula, minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a minus 1 plus or minus minus 31 by 2. Then you are getting the negative square root value minus root 31. Then you will take I square is equal to minus 1 here. Then anyway you will get the imaginary, that you will take minus 1 plus or minus under root of 31i by 2. Then normally I square is equal to minus 1. The roots are imaginary. By using the discriminant, you will check x square plus x plus 8 is equal to 0. Then 1 square minus 4 into 8, 1 minus 32, that is equal to minus 31 less than 0. Then roots are imaginary. Now you will see by graphical, you will see once again in this nature of the roots, by using the discriminant, what is the use of the discriminant? Without finding the solution of the quadratic equation, can say roots of the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. In that we have the three cases. One is discriminant is greater than 0, discriminant is equal to 0, discriminant is less than 0. In the discriminant is greater than 0, the roots are real and distinct in that two cases. Then if the discriminant is greater than 0 and it is a perfect square, the roots are real and rational. Greater than 0, it is not a perfect square, the roots are irrational, that is a conjugate such, you will get a plus root b, and the roots are in the form of a plus root b and a minus root b. If discriminant is greater than 0, that is nothing but b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, the roots are real and equal. The discriminant is less than 0, the roots are imaginary. Then now we will come to the point of imaginary roots. The roots are in the form of a plus ib and a minus ib. The roots are imaginary. The roots are in the form of a plus ib and a minus ib. Normally if one root is 2 plus 3i, another root definitely 2 minus 3i. See, then in the quadratic equation, one root is 2 plus 3i, another root is definitely 2 minus 3i. Then come to the point of here also, if one root is 2 plus root 3, another root is definitely 2 minus root 3. One root is minus 2 minus 3i, then another root definitely minus 2 plus 3i. Minus 2 minus 3. That means irrational, come to the point of here, irrational number, irrational value sign will change. Then come to the point of here, imaginary value sign will be changed. Then differ with one root to another root. Then this we can express as a graph. You can express in as a graph. You will see here the general form of the general curve of the quadratic equation is parabola. Then the nature of the graph of the quadratic equation is parabola. Simply nature of the graph of the quadratic equation, what you will get, it is a parabola. Then this in depth we learn in the next classes. Then maybe the parabola may so many ways. Maybe that parabola open upwards, maybe the parabola open downwards, maybe the parabola is in the first and fourth quadrant, there may be the parabola in the second and fourth quadrant, second and third quadrant, maybe total entirely above the x-axis, entirely below the x-axis, maybe it cuts the x-axis at 1 point, at 2 points, that we will see. Then the two roots solution we represented graphically. For delta is greater than 0, the roots are real and distinct. That means the two roots are different. That at the time the nature of the graph is it cuts the x-axis at two distinct points. It cuts the x-axis at two distinct points. For example, if you will see x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, then the roots are 2 comma 3, previous we learned. That means it cuts that 2 comma 0, 3 comma 0. It's 2 comma 0 and 3 comma 0. Then the graphical way to finding the solution of the quadratic equation is when the curve cuts the x-axis at how many points, that equation has that many solution. Any polynomial cuts the x-axis at how many points, that equation has that many solution. Normally the quadratic equation has two solution. Then this equation you will see x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. It cuts the x-axis at two distinct points, that is 2 comma 0 and 3 comma 0. Generally x1 comma 0 and x2 comma 0 will take. Why we will take the solution is when it cuts the x-axis, that is only will take as a solution. That means f of x is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. That is nothing but y is equal to f of x is equal to y, we learn in the function y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. Then x is equal to 2, you will take y is equal to 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. 4 minus 10 plus 6, that is equal to 0. Y is equal. Then here order pair is 2 comma 0. Then 2 comma 0 will plot on the x-axis. General form order pair on the x-axis is x1 comma 0. Then only we will take point on the x-axis. When curve cuts the x-axis, that is the solution point of the any polynomial. Here it cuts at 2 points, that is a solution. Anyway, simply we can say when the discriminant is greater than 0, it has two solution. The graph cuts the x-axis at 2 points. The graph cuts the x-axis at 2 points. Now you will see discriminant is equal to 0. The roots are real and equal. The roots are real and equal. Simply here x1 and x2 are the different. Here that both are equal. That means x1 and x2 will be coincide here only. x1 and x2 are coincide here only. Then this is nature of the graph when discriminant is equal to 0. Then equal roots you will get. x1 and x2 will be coincide. What we will get? This one very near. Maybe then while coming to the point like this, then two roots will be, then that is the limiting position. Then exactly, then two will be coincide at 1 point. When discriminant is equal to 0, the nature of the graph is it cuts the x-axis at only 1 point. X-axis at only 1 point. This is a graph of the discriminant is equal to 0. Then roots are equal. It is nothing but a perfect square. It is nothing but a perfect square, that quadratic equation. Now we will come to the point of discriminant is less than 0. Come to the point of discriminant is less than 0. The roots are imaginary. The roots are imaginary. That means the graph doesn't cut the x-axis at any point. That means entirely above the x-axis. It does not cut the x-axis. Maybe it is upwards or downwards. Then in the next topics we learn then about the graphs. Totally we learn. In this graph we have the so many points, maximum value. By using these graphs you can find out many problems. We can find the solutions of the many problems. The minimum value, maximum value, sign of the quadratic equation, sign of the x square coefficient. Based on this we will find the minimum, maximum and signs. Then in the next classes will have. Now we'll see delta is greater than 0, roots are real and distinct. Nature of the curve is the parabola curves the x-axis at 2 distinct points. Delta is equal to 0, the roots are real and equal, parabola cuts at only 1 point, it is only double roots. So delta is less than 0, then roots are real and imaginary, then the roots are imaginary, the parabola does not cut the x-axis. Discriminant is completed. Then we will go for the properties of the roots of the quadratic equation. Properties of the roots of the quadratic equation means, see here, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. A not equal to 0, a comma c comma a comma b comma c is belongs to R. Properties of the roots you will see. Means this properties it's useful to while finding the problems without solving the total solution. Then nature of the roots you will get, then what root you will get, you can say, you will see a comma b comma c, that is nothing but the coefficients are positive, that means coefficients of the quadratic equation are positive. Then roots you will get, roots are negative. What you will get, you will see this a comma b comma c are positives, the roots are negative, the two roots are negative, one of the property. You will see next property, you will see a comma c are same sign, a comma c are same sign, then c by a is positive, a comma c are same sign, c by a is positive, the roots are same side, roots are same side. That means in the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a comma c are same sign, then at the time you will get c by a is positive. That means both a and c are positive, also positive, a and c is negative, also you will get the positive. Then why? Because any rational number both are positive, also positive, both are negative, also positive. That means minus c by minus a means nothing but a c by a. A comma c are same sign, c by a is positive, roots are same sign. If a comma c are different sign, c by a is you will get negative. Already you know in the rational numbers none of them one numerator or a denominator is negative, then total rational number is a negative. At the time the roots are what? Roots are opposite side. Opposite side. That means in this case maybe the two roots are minus 2 minus 3, 2 comma 3, 1 comma 4, minus 1 comma minus 4. Both you will get the same sign. Here you will get the, in this case, a comma c are different sign, c by a is a positive, the roots are sorry, opposite sign. That means one root is 2, another root is minus 2. One root is a, another root should be a minus b. Whatever it may be, roots are different sign. Next, a comma c are positive, if b is negative, see a comma c are positive, if b is negative, then the roots are positive you will get. What you will get? Roots are positive. A comma c are positive, b is negative, then roots are positive. That is nothing but a and c are same sign and b is a different sign, then you will get the roots are positive. Next, if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, a plus b plus c is equal to 0, the roots are 1 comma c by a. A plus b plus c is equal to 0. That means sum of the coefficients of the quadratic equation is 0. then the roots are 1 comma c by a. If a plus c is equal to b, a plus c is equal to b, roots are minus 1 comma minus c by a, minus 1 comma minus c by a. A plus c is equal to b, the roots are minus 1 comma minus c by a. For example, when it is useful, you will see for this two I will give the example, especially for this one will give the example. You will see normally this in the regular problem you will get this condition, then a plus b plus c is equal to 0, the roots are 1 comma c by a. You will see for example a minus b of x square plus b minus c of x plus c minus a is equal to 0. The quadratic equation a minus b of x square plus b minus c of x plus c minus a is equal to 0. A minus b of x square plus b minus c of x plus c minus a is equal to 0. You need to find out the roots of this quadratic equation. You need to find the roots of this quadratic equation. By using the formula or by using the factorization method, it is very difficult. It is a lengthy. Then at the time you can go for this property. Then for example this a, this is b, if you will say this is the capital C, a plus b plus c you will check a minus b plus b minus c plus c minus a minus b plus b minus c plus c, that is equal to 0. Then what you are getting, sum of the coefficients of the quadratic equation, you are getting the 0. Then as per the property a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then roots are what you are getting 1 comma c by a. Directly here you can write roots are 1 comma c minus a by a minus b, 1 comma c minus a by a minus b. I will see. Okay, till now what we learn today? It is the nature of the roots and properties of the roots with respect to the sides. Once again you will see, by using the discriminant we can find the nature of the roots. Then discriminant is nothing but a b square minus 4ac. In that b square minus 4ac we have the three cases. In that discriminant is greater than 0, then roots are real and distinct. In that we have two cases. Is a discriminant is greater than 0, it is a perfect square, roots are real and rational. If discriminant is greater than 0 and it is not a perfect square, the roots are irrational or conjugate sets. The roots are in the form of a plus root b comma a minus root b. The nature of the curve when discriminant is greater than 0, it cuts the x-axis at two distinct points. It cuts the x-axis at two distinct points. If discriminant is equal to 0, the b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, then you can say the roots are real and equal. That means equal roots you will get. It cuts the x-axis. Nature of the curve of the discriminant is equal to 0, then it cuts the x-axis at only one point. If it is less than 0, the roots are imaginary. The nature of the curve of the quadratic equation discriminant is less than 0. It does not cut the x-axis. That is only graphically once you will see. When discriminant is greater than 0, discriminant is equal to 0, discriminant is less than 0. Then the properties of the roots, once again you will see a comma b comma c are positive, then the roots are negative. Next, a comma c are the same sign, c by a is a positive, then the roots are same sign. A comma c are the opposite side, then c by a is a negative, then roots are opposite side. Then a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then the roots are 1 comma c by a plus c is equal to b, then the roots are in the form of minus 1 comma minus c by a. Then a comma c are positive, b is a negative, then the roots are positive. That means A and C are same sign, B is a different sign, then you will get the roots are positives. Okay, in the next class we will learn the relation between the roots and coefficients.